Joining us in the studio to discuss today's sporting action, Luttaya from the African Cup of Nations and manager of Team Senegal, Ahma, Saye. Gentlemen, welcome to the Global Sports Report. Let's start with football, and the Anfield farewell of Steven Gerrard ends in defeat. Crystal Palace playing party poopers. Not exactly the send-off Liverpool fans were hoping. Daniel?
Yeah, definitely. Everyone was expecting to have one of the best match on the day, but in life you don't get results as you expect them to be. But all in all, Gerrard has had a very good career with Liverpool, and he deserved one of the best send-off. The crowd was behind him, all the fans, and it's good. So he may not have won tonight, but I think he's a great winner for Liverpool. Someone who has committed all his life to Liverpool since when he was 18 years old, since 1998. I believe he was married to Liverpool, and now it is like a divorce, but which is really may be hurtful, but he deserves all the respect from the fans.
Remember, he still has one more game against Stoke next weekend. Ahma, where does Steven Gerrard rank amongst the great Liverpool players? Is he the greatest of them all?
In my opinion, I think he's one of the greatest players of Liverpool, definitely, or the top three midfielders in his generation, probably in the world.
Yeah,
so,
definitely. If I can cap in there, if I will go back in 2007, Zidane said that Gerrard is one of the best players in the world. And if you look, even Thierry Henry has been saying since last week that he's played so many midfielders in the world, but Gerrard stands above the most people he has met on the pitch. So I believe he's one of the best players in the world.
And Ahma, do you think he'll ever come back, perhaps as a coach or manager of Liverpool?
Yeah, I think his spirit will, in the future, will be needed. You know, his contribution will never be forgotten, really, and all he did, to be honest. So I think definitely he'll be future Liverpool manager or England manager.
England manager. That's an interesting thought. Daniel, how do you think? How do Liverpool even begin to try and replace someone like Steven Gerrard?
I think it's going to be very hard. If you look at what he has done for them, he's been there since his youth career, and he has not played for any other club. He's served for them throughout. It's going to be very hard to replace Steven Gerrard in Liverpool. I'm sure there are many players who can say that, okay, I want to be committed to this club, but they cannot really come and reach the commitment which Gerrard has done in his life.
Let's move on to perhaps the hero of the day, Sadio Mane, with the fastest hat-trick in Premier League history, Ahma. 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Great to see an African break this record.
Yeah, definitely, especially a player from Senegal, Sadio Mane, who is rising at the moment. You know, people don't really know him, but he's one of the most important players at the moment in Senegal. You know, and he's a disciplined player, he's a hard worker player, and he's a great quality, and he's always very humble as well. So he's always keep on working very hard. Yeah.
And do you think, following a performance like we saw today, do you think he will stay at Southampton, or do you think some of the bigger clubs in Europe might try and buy him?
He's been around a couple of clubs in Europe already. He done the Olympic in UK, in London. So he had a great performance right there. And then again, so since the beginning of the season, he's been amazing. So probably Southampton might be a platform for him.
Let's see, indeed, the future of Sadio Mane. Let's quickly turn to the results on the bottom of the Premier League. Fascinating. Leicester securing their survival with the draw at Sunderland. They were bottom, Daniel, at the start of April. Is this the greatest ever escape?
I think it's the greatest escape, but still the tug of war is still going on for other clubs.
Absolutely.
When you look at Hull has got to win against
Manchester United.
Manchester United,
on the final day.
And on top of that, we are looking at Newcastle has got to win against
I think, yeah, Newcastle in dire straits. They have to beat West Ham on the final day. Do you think they can do it?
It's going to be very interesting because both clubs have got tough games remaining, and they are only having a drift of 2 points between themselves. Whichever, it will be interesting if those games take place at the same time, because no one will be having enough time to spy on one another. But it's going to be so interesting. I believe, for me, I believe it's going to be so hard for Hull to win.
And also an interesting fact, Hull have never won a Premier League game in the month of May ever since they've become a Premier League team. Also, history's not on their side, is it, Daniel?
Definitely, and I think if they're not careful, they are now rewriting another history next week.
And what do you think's going wrong at Newcastle? Lots of pressure for the manager, John Carver. They've gone from mid-table to now hovering above the relegation zone. What on earth has gone wrong there since Alan Pardew left?
I think it's about getting in a new manager, whereby the players are not really, they take time to settle in with a new system which comes in with a new manager. I believe it's going to take them also time to reinvest properly, because if the market is going to be opening up soon, they have now to have money. If they don't have the funds to buy new players, it's going to be really having more problems for them, either going out of the Premiership completely and try to rebuild with new finances, which they need to find somewhere. So I believe the biggest problem was to lose Alan Pardew, and now players are not yet settled in. We can look at Manchester United. It took them time to settle with Van Gaal.
Certainly did. Let's turn to matters in Spain. Ahma, Barcelona can win La Liga if they beat Atletico Madrid at the Vicente Calderón. Simple question, do you see Barca wrapping up La Liga title this weekend?
Yes, definitely. One of the best teams in the world, and you only get what you deserve really in life. So I think these guys are unbelievable in terms of keeping the ball and the way they perform. So yes, I would say they fully deserve it. So.
And Daniel, would you agree with Ahma? Are Barcelona probably the best team in the world at the moment?
Right now they are, because you can see their performances, and the top players they are having, they are unbelievable.
Daniel, let's quickly turn to cricket. Zimbabwe's troubled on-off tour to Pakistan is back on again. This follows the Zimbabwe cricket officials' satisfaction with security arrangements. Do you think the tour should go ahead?
For me, I think the tour should go ahead, because security issues are everywhere in the world. We can look at the London 2012 Olympics. We had security issues, but the games went on. Same applies to other parts of the world. Security issues cannot stop those who are putting into the threat to be winners. So you should go on with the sport to make people united together, and also use it as a statement that you cannot stop us.
And if this tour goes ahead without any problems, which of course we all hope, do you think other teams like England and India perhaps should also tour Pakistan?
So cricket playing countries, if they leave Pakistan to be in their own wrangle, they have to be there to support them, so that they show the world that we are standing side by side with Pakistan, to show the world that security issues cannot stop us.
Okay, let's hope more teams do indeed travel to Pakistan and play cricket. Let's turn to the African Nations Cup UK, and specifically today we're going to chat about Senegal, the fortunes of the team. You're the player manager, if I'm correct.
Yeah, that's right.
How are the preparations going for Senegal?
So far, so good. You know, we've just come from a friendly game today. So we on it the last 4 weeks. 4 weeks, yeah, 4 weeks ago, preparation. So got some strong players came in. You know, they're playing in some good clubs. You know, people like Guy, Modou Touré, Habib, and Seydou Ba. You know, we got a couple of few players, like really good quality, but also very conscious that it's going to be very difficult because there's a lot of good teams like Nigeria, Uganda, Ghana, you know.
And what are your realistic ambitions for the tournament? Do you think you can go on and win it?
Oh yeah, definitely. This year, yeah. It's not going to be easy, as I said, but we've got the players and the quality. And obviously, last year we went to quarterfinals against Nigeria, but this year, you know, we are very hopefully.
Okay, and Daniel, what are you expecting this year from the tournament?
And in terms of management and bring up the best tournament, we are having one of the best opening ceremony. People are not only expecting football to the pitches, but we're going to have one of the top entertainers, one of the young children from Africa. They are called the Street Kids, who are dancing on City Laws. They're going to be opening up the ceremony. We're going to have the police marching in the tournament, the cadets. And not only that, we're going to have also different community leaders coming to give support to this tournament.
Excellent.
Like the police community too.
Okay, well, we wish you all the best on this particular edition of the tournament. We hope it's a rousing success. Thanks so much for having you here.
We need people to win this from Arise TV. The tickets free of charge, free tickets starting next week, every day from Global Sports Report. So you better call, and then you will receive your ticket on the opening ceremony.
Okay, that's
so all
fantastic.
the tickets are there for everyone. Thank you.
Okay, that's fantastic. Let's hope our viewers do indeed get a great chance to win that.